What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fishing's YouTube channel. I'm sorry if that was really loud. That was really loud. What is up, everybody? But I'm sorry if that was really loud. But having some adjustments here. But on the left we have what's going on here? We got a face shot for a second. But here on the left we have Brit Pybas, who we saw in top 8 playing as a Exeggutor Empoleon deck, and on the right we have Kolton Day playing his Seismitoad, Aromatisse, Malamar, Genesect, Darkrai, Eviltal deck. I think that was all the Pokemon. It could be wrong though. Go away, phone. Stop Snapchatting me. Alright. But here we see Brit Mulligan here. Which is pretty always good for Kolton. Draw extra cards before you get blockade. Before you can't play any supporters. And yeah, so like I said, Brit's playing the X deck, which has the attack blockade, which makes it where your opponent can't play any supporter cards from his or her hand. We saw that kind of run over kitten in the top 8 match, like I said, so. Alright, so we see another cut here. What's going to happen? Here we see 3, 7. Alright, grass, something. And a second mulligan. Oh my goodness. Brit, draw a Pokemon. Come on now. Colton's saying, alright, it's okay. Keep drawing keep mulligan. That'd be good for me. The more you mulligan, the more cards I get to have. That's what we need. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, Brit. I'm gonna start shuffling Brit. That is a fancy technique. I always do the bridge shuffling. Yeah, how do y'all shuffle? Anybody want to talk about how y'all shuffle? I do the bridge shuffle. You know, like you put them together and you bridge like a poker deck. My opponents always like cringe when I do that because they're always like, "No, don't bend your Pokemon cards." Like, man, they're just Pokemon cards. It's a... Well, let's see. Does Brit get a Pokemon or not? Oh my goodness! We see a third mulligan. We actually see three plasma energies in his hand. Pretty funny. Once again, at Magical, it's like, yeah, keep mulligan here. Also, just to let you know, at this time around, it is like almost 1 o'clock in the morning too. It is getting pretty late in the night. I think the event started at 10, 1 a.m. here. So, oh no, computer, don't do that to me. Yeah, kind of cut there for a second if you couldn't tell or not. I could. Yeah, the background noise kind of stopped for a mulligan of a second, for a minute of a second. Let me see Brit start an egg. Oh, this is scary. Do we see a Verbeek Laser Donk? I'm actually not sure who goes first. Alright, so we say Brit goes first here. Alright, so see Brit doesn't have anything but the Ultra. Do we see an Acrobike? I don't see an Acrobike. I think I see 2 Crushing Hammers, Trump Card, Laser, Grass, Plasma Energy. Alright. So what does Brit want to discard? He was seeing Ultra Ball discarding. I imagine a Plasma Energy and a Trump card. I had to pick 2 cards. And we're debating. Oh, Grass Energy. Yeah. Plasma Energy for sure. Alright, so imagine Brit's going to get a Jirachi here. So that way he can just play a supporter for the turn and not get dunked. Alright, so I don't think I saw a Jirachi in there. Alright, let's keep going. Do we see a Jirachi? Come on. He might just have to get like an Execute or something instead and just see what happens. And we're looking again. Do we have... Come on, Yuxi. Bert's looking one more time. That's fine. See what happens. Alright, what? Oh, okay. So we see just we just see Brit just kind of scooped there. He's like, alright. Prize Jirachi, Brizian. So I'm just not going to play this. My Brizian's prized. You're going to be able to poison me. You're going to be able to put me to sleep with Malamar. That's not going to be fun. Why am I going to play this out? And my Jirachi's prized. I don't even get a supporter for the turn. So yeah. Brit's like, yeah, we're just not going to play this game. We're just going to scoop and go to game 2. I've never seen that before. Here we are at a state finals. And we see somebody scoop turn 1. Not like turn 2, you know, you realize, alright, I'm going to die next turn. We just see like a scoop turn 1. So, but I talked to Brit. I said, why did you do that? He said, because it was like almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I have a 5-hour drive back to Missouri. If I remember correctly, I think that was like the big deal right there. He just didn't want to drive out really late. And like I said, just like I said before, Brit having the Vrizian and the Jirachi prize kind of just, it's a nail in the coffin because he just, Colton's gonna be using his Malamar. He's gonna put him to sleep with the lasers and stuff like that. Never fun. All right, here we see a Virizion start. There we go. That's what Brit wants to see. So I imagine Brit's gonna go first again. Here we see Brit start his Executor. See a Muscle Man going to the Virizion. A Water Energy going to it. A Laser. Heads putting the Spritzy asleep. We actually see Brit dunk this Spritzy if Kolton doesn't draw another Pokemon. All Brit has to do is attach a Grass Energy and Emerald Slash for a knockout. But let's see here. Brit gets multiple cards in his hand. We see a Battle Compressor. So I imagine this is going to get like multiple eggs. At least 2, if not 3. Yeah, I see multiple eggs in his deck. So he's pretty good to go here. He doesn't have those prized. I think another reason why Brit would probably scoop turn 1 if he realizes that like 3 eggs are prized. That's pretty much game over too. Here we see Napoleon. He may actually be going for like an Archie's Ace in the hole next turn. I saw Computer Search in his hand, which is always a good sign that you get Archie's Ace in the hole. Now the question is, how many eggs does Brit drop? Does he drop both of them? I would imagine he dropped both just in case there's like a... Let me know. I know Brit and Kolton know each other's deck. So... we know that Kolton doesn't play any switch cards. I think we've seen after the first 3 games we saw like an AZ, so there's no way he can like switch. He has like AZ Spritzy, then like Lysander, and then kill an egg, so that's not possible. So Brit just might drop 1 egg here. Yeah, so dropping the 1 egg seems pretty good. Here we see a Muscleman go, and we just see a pass here. Now does Kolton have another Pokemon or not is the question. See, what does he have here? Fan Club. Alright, so we're going to see 2 Pokemon. But we see Brit has a Computer Search, Crush Hammer, Archie's Ace in the hole. So Brit, no matter what, is going to get this turn 2 Empoleon. And just, like you saw in top 8 against Kent and Anderson, once you get the Empoleon going, there's just no stopping the X deck. You can just propagate, dive and draw some cards, like guaranteed, without even playing a supporter, which is pretty good. Here we see Kolton get a Spritzy and a Evital. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. And we see a DC going to the Evital. We're seeking for the Fan Club. And we see a pass. So Brit takes the first prize of this series, and this is game 2, which is pretty weird to say actually. Alright, so we see a Crushing Hammer here. I imagine he'll play that down. The play Computer Search discarding a trump card and whatever the other card is. So it gets rid of the DCE. Now the question is, what does he get with this trump card? I know Brit's probably going to do like, you know, the probability of hitting cards. I would imagine he gets the Executor here. You have a bigger chance of drawing to an energy than you do drawing to an Executor. So that's why I would get the Executor here. Which that's what we see here. It's funny that Brit doesn't show it, and he's probably just going to play it immediately. We know that Brit's 2 cards is Archie's Ace in the hole and Executor, so... Okay, there we see an Executor. Archie's Ace in the hole, get the Empoleon out, draw 5 cards. And if you see Kolton's face, he is I don't know if you can see Kolton's face or not, but he looks pretty sad here right now. He's like, man, this is fist to go downhill really quick. So we see Brit has 2 battle compressors. Alright, so we see another egg get discarded. A Verbank. Because Kolton and Brit both play Verbank. No need to have those in the deck. So with double battle compressor, he can discard 2 to 6. He has to at least discard 2, but he can't discard more than 6 because of the wording on battle compressor. Here we see an Ultra Ball get discarded, which I don't know if I like that much. Just because you have to, I would try to get Genesect out as fast as you can, but maybe Brit's like, nah, I don't really want to. Unless he has like another Ultra Ball in his hand to get a Genesect this turn. And we see a Grass Energy in his hand, but here we see a Dive and Draw, Propagate, Dive and Draw, sorry, mess up the order. Here we see Retreat, bring up the egg. Kolton already gets the damage count out before even Brady even attacks. And here we see another egg come down, and yeah, we'll see a blockade 430. Alright. Now, what can Kolton do here is the big question. We'll see his Seismitoad come down, Rainbow going to the Toad. And yeah, probably just a pass here. The Brit to stop by Executor. Oh my goodness, another Executor. And a Grass Energy. This is coming lights out really fast for Kolton. You can just see the power of Executor. Just not being able to play the supporters just hurts your opponent. And I guess it kind of stinks for Kolton because he didn't have a supporter either way. Here we're going to see a Mercy. I think for Juniper. I think Brit's played a Juniper. So we see Propagate, Dive and Draw. Brit has a bunch of cards in his hand. See like 2 Verse Seeker, 2 Plasma Energies. Here we see another Blockade. Maybe Brit doesn't want to discard all these cards in his hand. Maybe Brit knows how many Verse Seekers are prized or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. Kind of hard to tell. Here we see Brit top deck an Acrobike, play it. Let's see, 2 cards. We see an Ultra Ball and an Acrobike. So he's looking at the Ultra Ball. And here, I like this play a lot. He can just Ultra Ball here, discard 2 eggs. Get a Genesect out. Bring up the Toad. And start hitting the Toad Blockade. So yeah, it's gonna be lights out really quick here for Kolton. Plasma Energy, bring up the Toad. We'll start blockading for 60. Wait, first we're gonna Dive and Draw, Propagate. I think it was a Laser. Oh my goodness. See another. Oh, okay, yeah, and Laser here. Put the Toad to sleep. Let's see here. See double Verse Seeker, and I imagine this will get a Trump card and a Juniper. Okay. See double Propagate. Put the 2 Verse Seekers in the discard pile. Trump card for the turn. Yep. Alright, so trump card for the turn. And now Brit has a Juniper for next turn to use because he already Verse Seeker for it, which is pretty nice. So yeah. Can't really see what Kolton's gonna do this game. Unless he gets like a Malamar. He can't even put the Virizion. He can't put the Executor asleep because of Virizion. Yeah, so you see a blockade 90 because of the 10, the Muscle Man 20, stuff like that. Here we see a Fairy Transfer. See another pass from Kolton. Yeah, it's a very interesting game. It's pretty fun to watch, isn't it, guys? Alright, so we're gonna see the Seismitoad get knocked out here from a blockade. You're gonna see a Grass Energy go into the Genesect. I guess Brit's gonna try to Mega Locan in one turn if he needs to. I imagine Brit's just gonna Juniper here. Try and draw into his Crush Hammer. So he can draw into his Crush Hammers. And if he can put double heads here, pretty much be just good game for Kolton. Kolton can't even attack next turn. Stuff like that. Here we see a fresh Crush Hammer. Heads. I imagine get rid of the Rainbow. I don't think he's propagated yet either. I mean, Propagate, Dive and Draw. Here we see a Battle Compressor just kind of thin his deck out before he does a Propagate, Dive and Draw kind of thing. Here we see discard a Archies, Verbank, and a Battle Compressor. Alright. And let's see what happens here. Oh, he has another Crush Hammer in hand already. Alright. The Dive and Draw, Propagate, or Propagate, Dive and Draw. Sorry, I said it backwards. Here we see another Crush Hammer. Kolton's getting ready for the Seismitoad to die. Flips another Heads, I think. Got another Heads. Thought it was a heads. Maybe not. Alright, Kolton just scoops here. He is like, alright, we're not playing this game. So we see another quick game 2. Game 1, Brit scooped between like what? Oh, he scooped on the first turn. There was no own. He just scooped on the first turn. He's like, alright, I'm just going to lose this. We see Kolton have a bad start, like not a good supporter, and then doesn't draw really anything. Oh. The excitement of, I guess, Executor is real, right? It's the exciting games. So basically what we need to see here is Kolton needs to Burbank, Laser, Dog, and Egg. That's probably one of his best hopes here. Or maybe like game 1, hope that Brit prizes a Virizion so that way you can like use the full utility of your Malamar. If he can do that, he'll be in really good shape. Because if Brit flips tails, Kolton can use supporters, stuff like that. It's just kind of weird. It's like I don't know, the probability is really high of Brit prizing a Virizion. But we did see it happen in game one. We saw that and prized a Jirachi too, so the probability of that, oh, not really high, really low. Sorry about that. I don't know. 60 cards, 1 out of 60, what, 10% chance, something like that, if we prize them one. I think that's right. My math's probably wrong there. It's probably a probability of prizing a Jirachi and a 2 out of 60, 1 out of 30. I don't know. Low, that's what it is. Like, I don't know. Alright, so we see a mulligan from Brit. That's not good. Last time he mulligan, he prized all the good stuff. Alright, so let's see what Kolton. Burbank Laser Dunk. That's what Colton's hoping for right now. He's like, alright, we gotta do this, boys. We just gotta hope. Brit starts an egg, and got the Burbank Laser in hand. It doesn't seem like Colton has that right now. I didn't see a single laser in his hand. Colton said something. I didn't really hear what he said. He pointed at his card, though. It must be a bad card. He pointed at it. I don't know. Hard to tell. Let's see here. Oh, Brit started Vrizian again. Alright. Kind of down here from here, boys. Brit started Vrizian. That's not what you want to see. But the good thing is, I don't think Brit can have a turn 1 Empoleon. His hand is not the best, I guess to say. I mean, he has Juniper, but he can't get a turn 1 Empoleon from the looks of his hand. I could be wrong, though. Maybe there's something I'm missing, and he can get a turn 1 Archies or something. I don't know. Maybe like an Ultra Ball. No, that wouldn't even work there. Alright, whatever. On to Colton's turn. He is playing a lot of cards. Here we see an Ultra Ball, new cards to get a Darkrai, Computer Search to get a Juniper. So that's like a perfect 7 cards. That's pretty amazing there. Here's and he got a Muscle Man too. Here we see a Laser. Trying to put the Verizon to sleep for he attached the grass to it, or for the grass stuff, the grass shenanigans start happening with Verdant. Here we see a Rainbow Energy going to the Genesect, and we see a pass for 10. Okay, so no Verbank Donk and an Egg, which is what Colton's probably hoping. Here we see a Crush Hammer. Let's see what happens here. Alright, must have been heads because Colton removed that Rainbow Energy himself. Here's the Plasma Energy and another heads. Alright, so Brit's 2 for 2 right now. Here we see a Juniper discarding a Napoleon, a Zekator, and a Verse Seeker. I'm like 99% sure. Is Brit drawn to a Battle Compressor? That is the question. Alright, there's a Battle Compressor. That is very nice. Gets to discard 3 cards. I imagine it'd be like 2 eggs and I don't know, Flare Grunt, a 3rd egg, gets this, something, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that can get discard. Another thing that Brit has to look out for is his trump card prized. If his trump card prized, Brit has to play kind of conservative, so that way he doesn't run through his deck before he draws the trump card as a prize card out of the prize cards. Alright. Let's see here. We see a Propagate. I imagine we see a double prop. A double Propagate. And so yeah, we're just gonna see a pass here. See a Spurtsy, and I don't think Colton flipped for the sleep. I'm like 99% sure he didn't. Not sure how much it would matter. I did not see no flippage of the coin. This would be Colton's probably last turn of playing the supporters. Maybe. Oh, we see a Computer Search, Plasma Energy. Alright, so Brit's definitely gonna be getting a blockade off here. It just depends on what he wants to do this turn. Sorry about that. See a DC onto the Evital. So the Evital is awake or asleep. Maybe there was a flippage of the coin and I just missed it. I don't know. Hard to tell sometimes. Alright, so we see Brit in a weird situation. He has Computer Search to get an Executor out, or he can get a supporter. It's gonna be weird to see what he does. Does he have the capability of getting a he might be able to get an Archie this turn. That'd be even better. So here's I can't tell what that coin is. It looks like a 1. So the bad thing is here is Kolton actually flipped tails on this asleep. If he did, Brit could play one more card down and actually probably get an Archie's off this turn. It seems like he's one card off here. Or maybe not. Nope, he is not one card off. All Brit has to do is battle compressor and then play computer search. Brit's kind of debating, what do I do here? Let's see, what is Brit going to do here? He is debating really hard how to do this computer search play here. Alright, so here we see a battle compressor. Gets to discard 3 cards out of his deck. Question is, did he, is Archie's ace in the hole in his deck or not? Maybe Brit's doing the odds. I know Brit's really good at doing odds and stuff like that, like trying to figure out what to do and stuff like that. See multiple Ultra Balls in his deck, so I would say go for the Archie's play if he has the potential to do it. I'm not sure what's all in his deck. Like I said, can't really see his deck, but here we see a Verbeek get discarded. I imagine the other cards maybe like the Water Energy and like Team Flare Grunt or something like that. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong though. Let's see what cards. So we see another Battle Compressor get discarded. I don't know how much I'll like that play, because you can use the Battle Compressor to discard other stuff that you don't need. We'll see. I know Brit's, like I said, Brit's better at statistics and stuff like that. So here you see a Flare Grunt. I'd rather that compressor be a Water Energy. I'm like 99% sure that's what I would rather do in his situation. But Brit has made it to the finals. He knows what he's doing. Here we see a Computer Search discarding a Laser and a Plasma. Here we see Archie's ace in the hole. Now the question is, can Brit get an Executor and or a Ultra Ball off this 5 to 7 cards? Yep. Here we see a Archie's in the hole. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is an Executor staring at us right now. All right. So dive and draw, propagate, dive and draw. I always say that backwards. And it's just to go downhill real quick. Double Executor. All right. And Kolton probably decides like, oh, great, I have to start dealing with the Executor now. And here we see a blockade, 460. And the Evital stays asleep. Alright, well. This is not what Kolton wanted to see. Here we see a Max Potion, healing his Evital. Now that kind of messes up Brit's plan just a little bit. Now he has to attack a couple more turns and stuff like that. But here we see a pass. And the Evital takes 30. Here we see a Getsus. Now Brit's going to see what's in his hand. So Skyla, Juniper, Fairy Energy, Jirachi? Yeah, I think it was Jirachi. And he shuffled in the Verse Seeker, so. Alright, so let's see here. An Ultra Ball discarding an Execute in the discard pile and a Battle Compressor. Brit's saying, I don't need this Battle Compressor anymore. See a Mr. Mime. Just kind of get rid of the Mega Cannon and Night Spear shenanigans. That's pretty strong there. Here we see a Propagate, Dive and Draw. See a Water Energy going to Napoleon. And we see another Blockade. And the Evital stays asleep again. I guess the Evital was tired of working all day, making it to the finals, and he's like, you know what, guys, I'm just going to sleep here. You know, made it to game 3. I'm just going to chill here. Here we see Kolton play the Jirachi. I don't know how much I like that or not. You can't really, I don't know. Kolton can't really do much either way. Which is kind of bad to say, but I mean, it's kind of the truth. Here we see a DC going to the Jirachi, and are we going to see a Hypno Strike here? I think that's what we're going to see here, but I think we're going to see a Hypno Strike. I think it needs 2 medals, though, doesn't it? I don't know. Here we see a trump card. Maybe he just wants to send in the Jirachi and have the ability to retreat. I'm not 100% sure. But here we see a trump card from Brit. And we see that Kolton does have a trump card. He does play his own trump card, too. Here we see a diving draw. I was kind of see which order he would do first, because I see an Acrobike in Brit's hand too. Here we see an Acrobike. Draw 2 cards. Colton's like, alright, come on, man. Let's start doing this. Here we see another Crushing Hammer, but I think Brit's just going to keep that in his hands. No, really, there's no need to play the DCE, really. Or the Crushing Hammer, get rid of the DCE. See a pass from Kolton. Layer Gun, Laser. Intersect. And Diving Draw. Propagate, Diving Draw. So I always do it backwards. I always say it backwards, but it's the right way, like I keep saying. Alright. So here we see the Shirachi, and yeah, it's like I said, as soon as Brit got the Empoleon out, it's pretty much game from there. Brit just has the capability to just keep drawing cards like constantly. I see like 3 enhanced Crush Hammers in hand. Holy cow! No, 1, 2, 3. Try to count. I see at least 3. There might be 4 in there. And we see Cole just kind of scoop. He's like, I'm not playing this out. So here we see Brit take the win fairly quickly in game 3, but Cole can't really do much. Hopefully you enjoyed the series. Like I said, my computer did mess up early in the series, but it did kind of fix itself out later. We only saw it mess up in top 4. But hopefully you enjoyed. Next up, I will have the Tennessee States coming up as soon as I can. It takes me a minute to commentate this. As you see, like I said before, I use VLC to rewatch the games. But hopefully you enjoyed the games. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching once again. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.